She doesn't care about sinking.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry.
Well, see, that's why he counted down, and you, the deuce.
Well,
That's
in
okay.
Abby's, in all fairness, he should have started from 5. Has he not watched iCarly? You never start from 3.
Even then, Abby was immediately dismissive. Like, we're already going.
Sean,
Okay.
Shut your fucking mouth. Sean.
shut the fuck up, Sean.
Here's
So-
the thing. The Deucer, it's Deucer's alley over there, so we just kind of got to roll with the punches, boys. It's just the way it is.
It's gonna be 2 seconds off for her when she goes to edit it, but that's what she gets paid for. So
Mm-hmm.
She
fine.
does get paid. Factual.
factually, she could.
She's always like, oh, payday reminder. Like, shut up.
Yeah, we don't give you money.
God
Be
damn.
quiet. Oh my god.
Be quiet.
Oh my word.
Anyway, I think that's a pretty good podcast.
Yeah, we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I just opened my notes from the last podcast, and the first thing I saw was sausage nipples. I'm like,
I don't remember. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Alec is crazy for that one.
What did he go with? He wanted sausage.
It was
nips?
stubby fingers or sausage nipples.
He went with sausage nips. I don't agree with that at all.
Like the wide areolas. I think that's what.
That's
I went with.
pepperoni nipples.
Yeah.
Have we done these other ones yet?
The second one, yeah, because that's when I talked about the Kia Soul.
Yeah,
That's
true.
a good episode. I
It's
drove.
a good episode, but sometimes you can't hear
Well, we might
somebody.
we might do these other 2, and then I'll get one more. We'll have 3 of them to go.
Oh.
Have we done that one? One ply TP or itchy shirt.
I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
I went one ply.
Last one
I
is
did.
able to fly, but only the speed you can walk, or time
Oh.
travel, but only 10 seconds.
Yeah, we did that one.
Did these? Okay.
Yeah, and somebody, I think it was Sean or Alex, like, well, but I could fly. It's like, dog, how fast can you walk?
That was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
He's like, dude.
No, at that point, you're just floating very slowly above everybody else.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Hi. And welcome
To what?
to the Bucket of Milk podcast, the podcast where no conversation.
Has an expiration date.
Hi, I'm your host,
See,
Dylan.
the thing is, I throw it to you at the podcast, and then you say where no conversation has an expiration
I just felt like mixing
date.
it up, doing something different.
So you said 95% of the intro.
I think Sean was trying to take your job, to be honest.
I think he's dumb as shit.
I'm
let's-
being ambitious out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How?
Almost fixing couches.
Hey,
Uh,
he's seizing
You did not
opportunities.
almost fix a couch.
Yeah,
I
what does
almost
that
got
even
the,
mean?
I almost got the stuff to fix it.
You almost bought something.
Yeah.
So you didn't buy anything.
No.
You didn't do anything.
No.
So you almost you didn't
But I almost did.
you didn't almost fix the couch. You almost thought about going to the store.
So
I went to the store
Okay,
to see how much stuff was.
too expensive.
It was less expensive.
it
Less
was, I
expensive
gave you
than I thought.
$100,
Yeah.
and you told me like $10 was what.
Yeah, we'd
for
be
what
way
we would
under
need.
budget.
So
But
first off, we need to
regardless,
go back and which couch?
the one that's
only
clearly
couch.
broken.
I didn't look at any of them. The big one.
The one that everybody bitches about.
Ah.
It's the only couch.
What's that? Because when you lay in that thing, you sink to the bottom.
Yeah, that's because the back is broken.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
that
We
makes
fixed
sense.
it multiple times. Now it's pretty well beyond. Just
What are you
like
doing? Shoving
hammering
plywood
shit
back
together.
there? Or?
What I was gonna do, because it's got so it comes down and it's got these like little slats, like 3 slats in the back
Sure.
that are all connected to this one board. All the springs go to that one, like all the bottom springs go to that one board.
Right.
So I was gonna be like, I'm just gonna take out the broken board, put in a new one, and like it's all gonna be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I was like, there's a lot of broken boards. The leather is like stapled to them, and shit's bent, and I'm gonna have to rebuild this thing from memory.
And you can get couches for like free on the side of the road.
Yeah.
it's
So I was like, if I
We're probably just gonna pitch it.
yeah. I let Dylan know. I was like, so do you want me to rebuild your couch from memory? Me, Sean Willie?
No.
Or
But I'm so
Yeah.
glad that this got brought up because I came home today to, I shit you not, possibly the clearest, biggest example of laziness I've ever seen in my life.
Oh God.
I came home. I knew that like he went out and like went to see how much stuff was, see if it was even worth it to try to like take boards out, replace it, all that shit.
Yeah.
I figured we probably would end up throwing it away because even if it's cheap, the labor time is probably not fucking worth it. But I get home, and the first thing I notice is that there's a broom under the couch, which Sean swears it was there before. I'm not convinced that is true.
I lifted the couch up and there it was.
And
That's all I'm saying.
not only that, the couch was also not on the ground, but he was laying on it, but it was propped up because it was partially on one of our side tables. And I said, Sean, the couch is not on the ground. And Sean said, well, then where is it? And I said, I don't fucking know. And then he figured it out, and he just left the broom there. So the broom stand under there. Like, that's where it was when I found it. Like,
Oh, I moved it.
okay.
You don't know whose broom that is.
Yeah. I ended up using it and then putting it where it goes.
And then I go to sit on my red chair, which if you've seen videos of ours, you might know what it is. If not, you will one
It's a
day.
really nice red chair,
It's a
guys.
cool chair, very
Check
comfortable.
out our
chair.
content to see the red chair.
Yeah.
True.
And I sit down and I notice Sean is laying on the couch, but there's only one cushion on the couch, and the other one is just on the ground in front of him. And he was doing that before I came in too. And I sat down and I said, "Why is there only one cushion on the couch?" And what is the man? He says to me that he didn't feel like he tipped the couch and checked it all out, and then he didn't feel like putting everything back.
Ah.
And everything being 2 cushions. And
I mean, checks out.
he was laying there. And I was like, this is the laziest thing I've ever. You only put 1 cushion on the couch because that's all you need. You're like, well, I mean, yeah, like, why would I need both of them? Fuck you. And then he still didn't put it back until, like, Abby got here. He just.
Well, so he had a productive day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really productive.
You did not. You didn't even know. You didn't buy. So the reason he didn't buy anything to fix the couch is because he was like, well, I don't know where my power tools are. I need my power tools to fix the couch.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I thought they were in my car, but I checked my car. They weren't in my car. No, they gotta be at Dan's Pussycat. And I'm on the phone with Abby, and she starts talking about how one day she saw a drill or something in the bathroom and put it on Sean's dresser, and before she could finish her sentence, Sean's like, found it.
Where was it, Sean?
It was my bedroom.
Where?
In a bag on the floor.
Okay.
Under laundry.
Yeah, under laundry.
Because he is awful.
Oh God,
He,
where's it going?
Bro, he has a dresser. He's got drawers. He's got a closet.
He's got everything
Where's
he
his
needs,
clothes go? Where's his clothes go? They're all piled in front of his fucking bed.
Yo,
I don't know what's clean. I don't know what's not.
neither do I.
Yeah.
You give it the smell test.
Yeah.
And he just has a fan in there. He only has it for white noise because it's not doing anything because it's surrounded by clothes and boxes and whatever else. Bro,
Yo.
our bathroom has hooks for towels. And he throws his
We're on
towel
the
on a
bathroom
box
now.
in his room.
We're on the bathroom. We're moving room to room from your apartment.
Bro.
Is there any room that's here
You
that
don't
Sean
know
has
how-
not soiled?
So we've been here. I think in like 4 or 5 days we'll have been here for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And I've talked to Sean about his disease. Just being like, I don't care what you do in your room or in your car, but you keep your disease in there in your pig pen. All right? It doesn't need to be like that everywhere in the fucking apartment.
Is there any rooms that Sean has not soiled? Is your room safe?
Yeah, my room is never. If it has been a mess, it's because I was lazy,
Okay, fair.
and it's never like anything.
I thought about doing a TikTok in your room the other day.
If you want to make content,
It's gonna be another Sean Willie clean.
No, so-
Sean Willie clean. So here's how you can wash your bed.
Here's what a clean
Garden
room
hose.
should look like.
So Dylan has like a jar of honey in his room.
Yeah, my
As a-
mom
as
gave
you
me
should.
that.
Yeah, as you should.
It's for cough.
It's delicious.
Did you eat it?
No, but honey.
How fuck? Would you
Now the question
honey's
is,
delicious.
is it local honey?
I think
That's good.
It's if
Good
it's
shit,
not
good shit.
local, as in like literally around here. I think she got it from like a friend
Oh, shit.
out of
Yeah.
town.
Hashtag buy local.
I eat quite a bit of honey. Honey's good for you.
It is.
Mm.
But I looked at it, and honey kind of like separates. You know, you got that layer on top,
Sure.
layer on the bottom, kind of looks funny. So
Well, that's why you buy the raw honey, the good shit.
the good shit.
Yeah.
But what came to mind was like the cum jar.
Why?
No one looks at a jar of honey and goes, you know what?
It's like
You know what?
you've seen that, right?
Yeah, I
That
know
guy,
what you're
the
talking
guy,
about, yeah.
the man's cum jar.
Yeah,
Not this guy, like a random guy on the internet.
Not me.
I
Different
have
guy.
spent countless hours looking up different cum jars. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
familiar with the subject.
I thought about doing a TikTok where I was just like, "Wow, Dylan's honey looks really sus." Wonder if
I
this is
mean,
really honey.
0.001% of the population would understand the reference.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, no.
Okay.
You know that?
No, I'm in on this. Let's just keep going
that,
with Sean.
that My Little Pony cum jar thing.
Yeah,
He buried it in his parents' backyard, so like he knows where it is, but he can't go dig it up because his parents don't know that it was him. Because that was like a news story.
So,
if you didn't know,
Did
I
they
did-
find a buried cum jar?
I could have
buried cum jar.
I could have swore they like dug it up
So to
If
after
they have
several fucking years.
If they have, it was after this.
I don't even want to look this shit up, but
but
I'm on it.
why?
it also might be a different one.
But if you found a buried jar in the ground, would you like try to find out what is inside of it? Because I don't think I would.
if I found a jar in the ground, I'm going home.
I'm not. I don't think
I
I'd
ain't
want to
digging
know
in.
what's inside the jar at that point. I think, but it sounds like these guys inspected and then found
I
out.
don't know. But
How do you even
could-
search something like
it
that?
could be the same guy, but before it was dug up, if it was dug up, the guy did like an interview with somebody, like an anonymous interview with some news source, because there was I don't think it was mainstream, but there was like news articles and shit written about this. I think they just called it My Little Pony jar meme or something like that. And he said that it was buried in his parents' backyard, but that he couldn't go dig it up because then his parents would know that he was the My Little Pony cum jar kid.
Bro, so this video, so BuzzFeed actually covered this. According to their article, they say the jar prevailed, and this week our hero returned triumphantly to the MLP board to post what he says may be the final update to the saga. He is transferring it to a more secure jar.
So, why is the?
And there's an age-restricted video on YouTube of him transferring the cum jar to another jar.
Dog, I hope you're wearing a hazmat suit.
So
Right.
Did he
God.
keep
Imagine
this jar?
the smell.
Was this jar kept like in the ground? Like every
Yeah.
time he wanted to use it, he would go with a shovel.
and that's-
it got full and he buried
That's
it.
not all. He kept it too close to the radiator and boiled the figurine in his own cum.
Yeah. So I guess like, granted,
Boiled it.
what I'm saying is something that Nate told me. Shout out to Nate.
Shout out,
Fuck
Nate.
you, man. Whatever.
Upload our fucking intro music, please.
But yeah, so I guess if all of these things are true, I guess that was after whatever Nate was telling me about.
So you're telling me that this man, obviously, he had some special,
Sauce.
yeah, he had something going on with this jar where he just needed to keep, filling it up
Every day.
for sometimes multiple
morning.
times. Sometimes multiple times.
Yeah.
But then he decided, you know what? Why keep this when I can bury it in my parents' backyard? Buries it and goes, well, now what do I do with it? Why would you even mess with it at that point? How does anyone else know? His parents have had to find it.
Bro, have you ever been on 4chan? These people are fucking nuts.
We live in an amazing world, Sean.
We sure do.
Place is sick, dude.
The best threads.
This is the shit that makes headlines. Cum jars in parents' backyards.
The best threads are the ones where they show their bedrooms.
Oh my
Bro.
God. I've seen the ones like where there's like people selling like a gaming chair or whatever. Then there's like 10 jugs of piss, like gallon. Like what?
There's this one picture where this guy tried to microwave a pint of sour cream.
Why?
I don't know.
Remember
You- who wants-
Remember that time Kilo microwaved his phone?
I'm the one who told him to do it. I said if you put your phone in the microwave for 5 seconds, it charges
It charges, bro. It does.
And
Was that the same or a different night that Kyle Brown broke my key in my car or your
that
car?
was my car, yeah.
That was
I
the
think it
that was the Aries. That was Aries, wasn't it?
Aries
Yeah.
Cade era.
Yeah.
Remember that
But
time
he microwaved his phone, and then it wouldn't come back on. It would only turn back on when docked onto the iHome,
Yep.
which was for you youngsters.
Don't microwave your cell phones. It does not work.
And well, it would turn on, but nothing. Wi-Fi connection and general signal didn't work, but it was at 100%.
mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
worked.
It,
Alex told the truth.
it did charge it. It just
Did Alex
it.
say that it would come out the same it once was? No.
he didn't read the fine print.
No, he did
You
not.
gotta read the fine print.
Have
Sean
to
knows
read
that
the fine
firsthand
print.
that you need to read that fine
I don't
print.
think we could talk about that.
No,
but-
let's
We
not.
can't.
But
We
anyway, what was I gonna say?
Something about a cum jar. I don't know.
No, another thing 4chan did was they convinced. Ow!
Ka-chow!
Ka-chow.
They convinced people like when the iPhone, I think it was like the iPhone 6 or something. They convinced them it was like an iPhone like bend, like you could bend it.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't remember this actually.
There was a new iPhone that came out, and these people came up with like really like legit looking graphics that looked like actual promotional material,
Yeah.
and like started putting it out. So people would like bend their fucking iPhone and break them,
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
like stupid people.
I mean, we went from the flip phones to the iPhones, and now people want the flip phones again. You know, it's just if it sells, it sells, man.
Yeah,
I guess we're like how many minutes in are we right now?
we're a few.
I believe it was the great
Well,
Steve
regardless.
Jobs. Don't quote me on that. That said,
Alex said that it was the great Steve Jobs.
Yeah. Now I don't remember what the quote was, but it,
We're gonna
it had
said it.
something to do with like if
We're
it ain't
gonna-
broke, don't fix it.
We're
And
gonna
it-
keep putting out the same thing
yeah,
every year.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna keep putting, and people are gonna buy it.
Well, that's what the Call of Duty and the Pokemon people do too.
Exactly.
And then we'll take away the
Pokemon
aux port, and
less
they'll
so,
still
in my
buy it.
opinion.
and then we make. You know what? We're not making as much money. People are onto us. Let's make it to where if we only have to have certain chargers and certain adapters for everything for this one phone.
What if we made Madden
Well,
22?
the EU actually cucked them because they passed a law where like every single charger has to be Type C.
Mm-hmm.
Every single charger.
Yeah.
Like Android, like so Apple,
Which is the way it should be.
Yeah, Apple can't be like, yeah, you got to buy like a $50 charger from us.
yeah.
I mean, they found a workaround, which is like now all their phones are going to be wireless, and the little charging docks are going to be like some proprietary bullshit cord. I don't know. People are
Yeah.
stupid.
Anyway.
Speaking of stupid people,
like-
wasn't there supposed to be a me podcast?
Well, anyway, I was going to say, we're about 20 minutes in. Alec isn't here. Whatever.
I didn't notice.
Smells a lot better in
This,
here.
it does.
It does.
There's a genuine difference. Dog. Clean up. Anyway.
I'm gonna say we're 20 minutes in. I got a story about today too.
Well,
So
Oh,
This
shit.
was supposed to be the Sean episode, but we're going to wait to do that till all four of us are here, and then we'll do that.
Hell,
This
I'm
is
in.
just general bullshit. Also, sorry that one of the microphone wires wasn't working in the two most recent episodes, but
we got it fixed.
we think. I hope
Yeah.
we watch this back.
We hope.
yeah, we'll find out.
But for all 8 of you, thank you, except Ryan.
Yeah, thank
Fuck you, Ryan.
Ryan's
Except
a
Ryan.
fucking asshole.
Fucking math nerd.
His name on my Facebook Messenger, his nickname, I shit you not, is Hater Ryan. I
Really?
hate Ryan.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's relatable.
Sean's is Mokuba.
Hmm.
Because when we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I used to call you Mokuba all the time because you were fucking useless or something like that.
Wow.
I don't remember. It was when
That's so kind.
you had lost your deck for a long time
Yeah.
and would just play with whatever somebody else had. So I was just like, fucking Mokuba. Kind of miss Yu-Gi-Oh era of
Yeah.
the shop. But
Sean, you want to see a magic trick?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
New beer.
It's supposed to be a lot more smooth than that, but just act like it was.
So smooth.
Pretty dope, wasn't
So
it?
smooth. So dope. Good job. You had a
Jesus.
story? You said
I
you
did.
had a
I did.
story?
So I got a lot of like gift cards this year for Christmas, which is fine. I like gift cards, but you know what's better than gift cards?
Cash. Yep.
Cash is better than gift cards. So anyway, and it's like little like. Now, like, thank you, Grandma, all that. Like, I love it. But, like, it's a little, like, $10 Taco Bell gift card. The hell am I going to do with that? I'm going to get half a taco. The quesadillas are $7 a pop now. Why am I here? So I went in, and the line at our local Taco Bell, always the closest one to us, the drive-thru sucks. Once you go into the drive-thru, you are trapped in the drive-thru. And it's almost the same with the parking lot. So anyway, the line was really long, so I opted to park and go in. You know, a lot faster service.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did that, and then when I walked out, to my own horror, I realized what I had done. The line had grown exponentially. So now my car was trapped behind. So I got into my car. Next to me is a Pepsi truck that like one of them fleet vans.
Okay.
And there's a Pepsi truck, and then there's a big ass GMC to my other side. And I'm in the Cruise. So I'm trying to I'm inching back, trying to looking back, trying to see if anybody will let me out. And no, people want their fucking Taco Bell. So as soon as I start backing out, they pull up, you know. And so I decided to fuck it. I guess I'm having lunch in my car. So I was sitting there, I ate everything, and it's still wrapped. I've been there for 35 minutes at this point. I'm texting my boss saying I'm trapped in Taco Bell. And finally, the Pepsi driver comes out. And the man looks at me, and I parked first. He parked so close to me that he could barely fit in. So he's looking at me, he's looking at his truck, and I thought he would ask me to move. Nah, squeezed in. His literal ass cheeks were pressed up against my window. So I'm sitting here just waiting to get out. I've got ass cheeks pressed up against my window, and he's trying to inch inside of his door. And anyway, so ma'am sees, oh, there's a Pepsi driver trying to leave. Back it up. So they'll start backing up for the Pepsi driver to go. And then I'm like, okay, here's my chance. So I put it in reverse. Nah, they pulled right back
What the
up.
fuck?
I was in Taco Bell's parking lot for 45 minutes trying to get out. I was flipped off twice. This line trying to back up. These people want their tacos, man.
Oh my God.
And not to mention how expensive Taco Bell is now, but man, it's a brutal world out there that we live in when you're trapped in a parking. I felt helpless, bro. I had an hour lunch break and sitting in Taco Bell's parking lot questioning life decisions. That's how my day went.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
What is this? That popped up on my iPad.
Gay test.
I guess I'm gonna take it.
See how gay you are, dude.
We've been dying to know.
I want Sean to take the gay test. I want to see
Yeah,
what
actually, let me take that first.
What's funny is this shit.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Why it do that?
Don't worry.
I'm worried.
A little spillage, but we got it cleaned up. They're always listening, so they kind of hear the things that we talk about, and I'm sure the cum jar did not help with my iPad. So now I got gay stuff popping up.
Am I gay,
You're welcome.
straight, or bisexual?
100% reliable sexuality test.
Go
You know
on.
what? You boys continue talking. I need to find some things out.
Am I gay? Sean, what do you want to talk about?
This could be a whole podcast in itself, just me reading these questions. When you're in public, there's only 4. I'll do these 4.
Okay.
When you're in public, who do you often notice more? People from my same gender, opposite gender, everyone. I'm gonna go opposite gender.
Sure.
Have you ever kissed someone from the same gender?
No.
Answer honestly.
I don't think. I mean, when I was a kid,
You tell me Tyler never got in there.
I'm trying to think. Nick got close.
He did.
He told me why you playing.
Shout to Nick. That was before he was out too. Oh my God.
It's multiple choice.
Shout out to Nick Bader. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
it's
Nick.
all multiple choice, and the questions are yes, multiple times, no, I've never done it. A couple times when drunk, or no, but I'd like to try. No, I've never done it. I don't think I'm gay, boys. Have you ever
gonna say
have you ever doubted your sexual preferences? No, yes, it happened once or twice. I'm gonna say. I mean Ryan Reynolds. So I'm gonna
Reynolds.
say it happened once or twice. All right.
All right.
Have you ever found yourself analyzing your interactions with people from both genders? I mean, yeah. Who doesn't analyze interactions? I'm gonna say frequently. Oh
I
God,
like how it says
I'm 2 for
exclamation.
4.
It's gonna say 50% gay.
You're probably bisexual.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
It's 50%.
Yeah.
It's 4 questions, 100%
All right.
accurate
Yeah.
sexuality test.
Yeah. It was only 4 questions. All right. Well, that was a waste of my time.
I hope
we're gonna have to find
I
a
hope
more
nobody's
reliable test.
using that to like.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
What
gay.
am I? Whatever.
So I was at work the other day listening to the radio while I was driving, and I noticed the disturbing lack of Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas" playing, and I thought to myself, you know what? If I ever have the means, I need to buy a frequency on the radio and
Just
play
that.
"All I Want for Christmas" all day,
I'll be
24/7.
honest. I think it gets enough plays.
You think
She
you
is
say you
like-
think it gets enough
I think
plays?
it gets enough plays.
I don't hear. I haven't heard it.
Well, Sean,
at all.
It's there.
it's there.
I'm
it's
sure
always
It's number 1.
Boys.
It's
number
always
1
there.
every year.
Boys, I listen to the radio every fucking day at work. I
what station? You just bouncing
like
around.
102.5,
Well, there's a
103.3.
station that's
Yeah, it's
specifically
there's
plays
a lot of like
Christmas
classic
music all
Christmas
day.
stations, and there's like pop Christmas stations. So I mean, I would
There
assume
needs
she's
to
on the
be
pop
one that just plays that fucking banger all day.
I'm never gonna forget when we were all in my mom's basement, and Tyler was like, "Guys, let's play some Christmas music." It was like mid-December, and Dustin's like, "Okay," and play some like screamo cover of like
He
Sounds like Dustin.
He
one of
would.
the Jingle Bells or something. And Tyler's like, "What is this shit? This is Christmas music." He's like, "No, Christmas music is like walking around."
Dustin's the kind of motherfucker to be like, "Yeah, I think Die Hard's a real Christmas movie."
I think he said that before. I'm a be
It's a
honest.
movie you can watch. On
It's a
Christmas.
movie that didn't it. It's based around Christmas
It
time.
takes place during.
I'm gonna be
Christmas.
honest. I've seen Die Hard one time. I've never.
It's a
ha-
good movie. It's not a fucking Christmas movie.
Yeah, I've never really had the urge to go back and watch it.
I don't think-
Am I wrong?
I don't
Should
think
I go
there.
back?
I don't think there are sleigh bells one time in that entire movie.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
Should I go back and watch it?
Yeah,
It's
it's
been years.
it's a
since
good
I've seen
movie.
it. I
You should
think I
watch it.
So I do like
Good
watching
day
the
to Die
classics.
Hard.
But I thought, like maybe because like people I'll take calls too, right? Like I'll put it up on social media, like the number for the station, which is just my cell, because I'm
Of course.
yeah. So people are gonna call in and be like, yeah, can I hear some like Blink 182? And I'll be like,
Dog.
yeah, man, you got it. And I'll play Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas again for like 2 hours straight.
Need a DJ
But,
just to
like,
sit in the station.
For
and-
real. She makes bank
Yeah, she
off
does.
of that. All I Want for Christmas Is You is to Mariah Carey like Friends reruns is to the cast of
Mhm.
Friends. You know they make like 20 million a year still.
They make
fucking
too
outrageous.
much.
It's fucking. I wonder how much like the girl who played Angela makes, or Gunther.
Yeah.
Who's the one in that show that's like, oh my
That's
god?
is that not Angela? Oh, no,
That's
Janet.
That's Janice. Janice.
Yeah.
Who's Angela?
But Janice
I don't
is
know.
something
That's what I'm
else.
trying to place. I'm. There's a
There's
lot
some
of
other
side
show.
characters.
Maybe.
I think you're thinking of The
I
Office.
know The Office. Angela.
I mean, I'm sure there's an Angela in there, but it's hard to say. I'm a pretty big Friends addict, so I've seen it 1,000 times. But
yeah, you're just helping.
I'm gonna have to look up Angela from Friends now to see if that's a real thing.
Mm,
Angela from Friends.
probably not. Probably.
Oh,
some other
there
show.
it is.
Maybe there was some like rerun.
It was one of Joey's girlfriend of.
Probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but
I probably there was.
she looks like
probably
annoying.
on-
So
Yeah, she looks pretty stupid. But like, I wonder how much like, is it Gunther? That's his name,
Mhm.
isn't it? Gunther.
Yes.
Janice. Even like the people who only are in like.
I mean, like
3
Paul
episodes.
Rudd, who's in there like the
Paul
last 2
Rudd,
seasons.
Like Phoebe's dad, who's in
I'm
3
sure that-
episodes.
I'm sure that because like the Friends cast was making like $1 million per episode by the last season, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it's nowhere close to what they're getting, and especially like, Jennifer Aniston and like
Oh, yeah.
the real popular ones. So it's it's hard to say.
David Schwimmer's swimming in cash. You know what I'm saying?
They're
David
good.
Schwimmer has done nothing since. I mean, most of them
doesn't
haven't
have
done
to.
anything. Yeah,
It's not true. He's the giraffe in Madagascar.
that's true. He was, and he was
shit.
in that O.J. Simpson movie too.
He played OJ.
Yeah, he was O.J.
Wow.
Simpson. No, he was
David
a,
Schwimmer.
he was a
is
lawyer, I
OJ
think.
Wow.
Simpson.
I didn't watch
That's
the movie.
controversial.
I'll be honest.
You
So
would
brave.
think that David Schwimmer would have more like voice acting. Because
He's
his
got a funny voice.
Fits to like,
Yeah.
like that. I can't imagine anyone else is that giraffe.
Yeah, him as that giraffe is just like perfect.
Melman. I know the giraffe's name.
I think there's a lot of actors. I mean, there's a lot of actors out there that should do a lot more voice acting, but I wish I had a cool voice. to do
Chris
voice
Rock
acting.
plays a zebra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another really
And
distinct.
Jada
voice.
Smith is the hippo. Think about that.
Jada Smith.
That's the woman who who Chris Rock made fun of, and then he got slapped.
Oh,
in the
that's
face
Jada. Okay,
by
all right.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
And Alex is the lion is Ben Stiller.
Nice.
It's been a long time since I've seen Madagascar.
We need to watch that as a family.
No, we need to
Madagascar
rewatch The
escaped to
Croods as a
Africa.
family.
I heard there's a
That's where it all began, Sean.
We never saw
Croods
Croods
is really good.
2.
It's
tragic.
true. We need to do that.
There was a. I heard advertisements for this place called like Draft House.
Okay.
You go. It's like a even more comfortable movie theater
Okay.
with like
Even more.
How's it
even
get more?
more.
You like in a mattress or something?
you like rent out the theater for a day
Okay.
and like so it'd be like the first time we watched The Croods where it was just all of
Yeah.
us. That again, but with like craft beer and pizza.
I've been to one movie theater where like they had like waiters come around.
Yeah.
And like I've been to one of
Dude, that
those.
sounds awesome.
I mean, it was all right. I mean, it was real comfy. Then you had like like one of those tall tables sitting in the middle of us, and we ordered. Like I think we got pizza and milkshakes like while this movie was coming, but it was kind of funny because they would just kind of crouch walk under everybody
yeah.
to make sure that they weren't. So they would like come up to you like almost like hobgoblins, like what do you want? And like it's like they don't ask, like you have like the whole menu there.
Yeah.
As the movie's going, you write down what you want, and you like sticky note it to the front. So they just kind of wobble by, snag the note, and then they're like little goblins that bring you milkshakes and
Little milkshake goblins.
milkshake goblins.
That's awesome.
It's pretty funny. Wouldn't recommend. Milkshake sucked.
I wouldn't recommend working there either.
Hey, Sean,
What's up, man?
why don't you tell that work story that you told me a little bit ago?
Work story.
You have like 7. One where somebody said you were a bad worker.
That's tough.
Oh yeah, that one's funny.
You were
That
dog
one's
shit.
So I had someone call and complain about me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was.
Did you leave your cum jar out?
No, I had that in the back
Okay.
With
Buried that in my parents' backyard.
with the packages.
Accidentally delivered it instead of a package.
Happens a lot. Normally, I just go back and get it.
Ring the doorbell. Hey, I think I misdelivered something.
Why is this so warm? What's this
Yeah.
pony doing in here? Don't worry about it. Give me my jar.
Give me the goddamn jar.
Anyway, so I was finishing up a delivery and I was leaving this little subdivision.
Mm-hmm.
It's like got a 1-lane road with like no real shoulder to pull off on.
Sure.
And there's a gate at the bottom of the hill. Well, there's a truck coming up the hill with a semi truck behind it. And I sit there and I look at them because the gate's just starting to open up. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna wait here, see what they do, or see if they give me a signal.
Right.
So the guy just goes like this, which is like
Back up.
back the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Yeah.
So I back up. I put my U-Haul in reverse and I start going in reverse up this like 3/4
in
mile
reverse.
long hill.
Sure.
It's got like a slight bend. So this is like a 24-foot long truck and I'm trying to keep it straight.
Yeah.
So I'm not going very fast. This guy's probably looking at me all confused too because my backup camera is in the rear view mirror.
Yeah. So he's pissed off at you for going too slow, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And because UPS policy is like honk every 3 seconds whenever you back up.
Oh no.
From the moment you put it in reverse.
Oh no.
So I'm going up this hill real slow. It's like a mile long, dog. So
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
like not even 10 miles per hour. Just honk, 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 honk. The whole time my fucking butthole's puckering. I'm like mumbling and grumbling to myself like this fucking guy trying to get
You're
a
backing
semi-truck
up, and
here.
these guys are trying to get. Is like a driveway or like a?
It's like it's the road in and out of the subdivision.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
it's only one lane.
yeah, these rich people.
What a bunch of buffoons.
I know. I don't get it, man. These people can afford a giant 3-story house made out of just fucking. The
What
finest
happens if
brick.
you're leaving and someone's coming in at the same time? They got to do that every
fucking time, and it's like that in a lot of subdivisions.
Would
I've
it
lived
be
to.
big enough for like? Obviously, it wouldn't be much wider, but would it be big enough for like 2 small cars to fit side by side?
Yeah, but not a U-Haul and a semi truck.
Right. So yeah. So okay.
So, but like, yeah, I don't. That's one thing I don't understand because these people have like giant 3-story houses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you people couldn't shell out the extra money for a second lane,
Yeah.
or
You
a
people
shoulder?
couldn't just have had this delivered by drone.
right? But so I'm coming out of this of the subdivision. I'm backing up, and finally, like the road goes like this, and there's a driveway that keeps on going straight. So I pull into the driveway, praying to God it's not their fucking driveway. Praying to God that's not where they're going. But so it wasn't. But he pulls up and he rolls his window down. So I roll my window down. He's like, who do you work for? I got to call him and tell him you couldn't do a good fucking job. I'm like, I didn't know what he said.
So it
right?
was some old white dude.
It was some old white dude, and I couldn't understand what he said. So all I could muster was what?
At that point, you just roll your window back up and say, "Carry on."
Well, that's what he did. He didn't repeat himself or nothing.
Mhm.
He just kept driving.
So he didn't like complain to the company. He just
No, he did. He
bitched-
called.
Oh, what a douchebag!
Yeah, he called.
So
He's
you
wearing
So,
all brown.
Yeah. First of all, it's like, who do you work for? That's like, sir, I'm wearing all brown.
take a wild guess.
Who do you think I work for?
Fucking
I'm
FedEx
delivering your
trash.
packages and I'm wearing brown clothes.
Yeah.
Take a guess.
So no, I get back to the center after work, and they're like, "Hey, we had someone call about you," and I was like, "Oh, really?" They're like, "Yeah, said you were like really slow and all that," and I was like, "Well, was he coming from LaBarque Trail? Because I think I know who you're talking about." They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, can I tell you what happened first?
Yeah.
You know, because with situations like that,
Yeah.
you know, you kind of hope people are going to be honest when they call in, but
They're not.
you can't bet on it. So I was like, I'm going to tell them what happened, and if anything he said corroborates what I say, they're going to believe me. They're going to like,
Right.
I'll be fine. So I tell them what happened. They're like, yeah. So, he said you honked at him a lot, and he said you were really slow getting out of his way.
So Mans thought you were honking at him the whole time.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
So I was like, well, next time I can back up at like 20, 30 miles per hour. And they're like, no, you know, you don't have to do that.
So but it was cool. Like,
well,
they actually sat down, and, like, listen to your side. That's cool, though.
Yeah, it was funny because the guy actually gave me a positive review because nothing he said was bad.
Yeah.
I bet, you know?
This guy's following the rules.
Yeah, because he's like, yeah, this man's like honking at me every 3 seconds. Or like, that's right on the fucking money, Sean.
These guys are just timing this shit. Like,
Yeah.
Man, this Sean guy's out here doing a great job.
And he's not like just throwing it back in reverse as fast as he fucking can.
No. He's taking his time. He's making sure the public is safe.
Yeah.
This guy Sean cares about people. Did you hear about the time he shoved his car into the back of a bus
I had to save those people.
to save the
No,
children?
UPS doesn't need to know about that.
Yeah, we don't need to tell you
I
people.
don't need any recognition for my heroic
Oh, man.
acts that day.
That's funny.
Or any other
Humble.
traffic accident.
Humble.
That's funny.
But yeah, like, so that's been the only time I've had someone complain to the company about me. I had one lady at a gas station. I was parked there on my break, and I'm parked here like 20 feet away from where the air pumps are for like tires.
Mm-hmm.
So she could have like pulled in like this, right? No, she's got to honk at me and tell me and be like, "Hey, are you using the air?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "I need to use the air." I'm like, "All right."
Thank you.
And I look at her for a few seconds, thinking, "Oh, she's just letting me know like she's gonna pass in front of me."
Yeah.
You know, like don't take off and hit her.
Well, she didn't ask you to do anything else. She didn't say, "Hey, can you please?"
No,
move?"
she looked at like we made eye contact and held it for like 3 or 5 seconds. Finally, she was just like, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Bitch wants my spot.
This bitch wants me to move,
How inconvenient.
so I moved my U-Haul.
It's a great story.
Ate my nuts somewhere else.
Yeah.
Why'd you park in front of the air compressor? With
I wasn't in front of the nuts, or I wasn't in front of. I wasn't in front of the air compressor. Again, air compressors like this is the curb, right? This right
Okay,
here.
okay.
Air pumps. Me 20 feet away from them.
Okay.
You tell me how she couldn't get her
So
fucking.
she must have been driving like a stretch limo or something, right?
It was a Buick Encore, a crossover SUV.
The amount of fuckers that I worked at McDonald's for 10 years. The
Yeah.
amount of fuckers that I've seen come in and bitch about McNuggets and dollar sweet teas.
Yeah.
It's just
Bro.
that shit don't faze me anymore.
Yeah. No, like most of my customers actually are really fucking grateful. You
Yeah.
know, like I have people that will leave me snacks and shit.
There's a lot of my dad gets the same thing. There's a lot of people that do. I mean, they care. I mean,
Yeah.
you're out there busting your ass where no one else is getting out there and doing it. I mean, there's not a lot of guys that take that job.
Yeah.
So,
People
I
let
mean,
me get
it's-
free sodas, free hot
yeah,
cocoa.
both you guys for
The
real.
assholes are more vocal, like on social media.
Yeah.
But like, there's more like.
I mean,
people
what
that
do-
are
Yeah.
just nice.
What do they want you to do? Deliver their mail faster? I don't get
Yeah,
it. Like,
There's
how can you be mad about delivering mail?
there's one house that tips me like
Yeah?
$5 every time. So this snow hit recently, and I looked through my list and I found their address, and I was like, I'm going there first. Got them their
my
shit.
dad said he gets like cookies and shit and stuff
Yeah.
all the time. So
I
it's,
got a lot of like cookies, chocolate.
it's because you guys are doing the
Bro.
jobs that those other fuckers don't
Guy
want to
gave me
do.
$50.
I was with a dude.
Wild.
I was like so there was one day we didn't have a lot of volume, or really what happened was UPS said we're not making as much money as we thought we would. Some of you are not going to drive. You're going to help other drivers. So they put me with a more experienced driver, and we're riding along and whatnot. He's telling me about this old helper he had, and they got cookies from this old lady when they delivered to her.
Did he share his cookies?
Well, they got a bunch of. They each got like a bag of cookies, and the guy was like, "You want these? I don't know what to do with these." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, I don't know what's in these." He's like, "There's nothing in those but love, and if you don't eat those cookies, I'll beat your ass." I said, "Damn right."
Nothing in
my
there but
dad,
love.
over Christmas, my dad told me he got a bag of cookies from this old lady that leaves him cookies like
Your excuse.
every year. Thanks, Sean.
Unforgivable.
He said he got a bag of cookies, and he like at that point, I'm sure you're so busy, you don't have to take the time to eat the cookies. Just throw them aside, and you get back to work. So he's like, I got a call later because everyone knows my dad. So he gets a call later from it was some old lady that always makes some cookies. I think she lives on Ridgeway actually, and anyway, she called him. She goes, "Dave, did you get some dog biscuits from my house?" So my dad took her package of dog biscuits thinking that they were like Christmas cookies.
Yeah.
Because they were all shaped like reindeer or whatever. So my dad's got, that was the whole story. My dad's got this lady's package. He literally, someone delivered it and he stole her package as a mailman of her dog biscuits.
That's
And she's
hilarious.
like, "You didn't eat one, did you?" She's like, "No, I haven't had one yet, but they look pretty good."
Dude, one time Rochelle brought some she's like all into like the dog training and whatnot now. So she brought in some like homemade dog biscuits. And she was like, I got cookies. I don't know why she brought them to work. It's like, we're all people. But she brought them to work.
Well,
She's like,
she was trying to trick you.
I don't know what she was doing, but she's like, I made cookies. I guess they were for people's. I made cookies.
I make cookies. They're not for people.
I guess
Not for people you can love.
I guess it was for the people who come through and they have their dog in the front seat. They're like,
Sure.
Like a pup cup.
She should
Yeah.
have specified these are for dogs.
Yeah, the pup cups are weird. People who are like, "Can you give my dog some whipped cream?"
Hey,
not good.
hey.
That's not good for your dog.
I get pup cups.
That's not good.
It's
for your
not
dog.
good for them, and I learned that the hard way.
Poop.
But
No more
I
pup
usually
cup.
I'll give them. Listen, I give my dogs whipped cream, but I don't give them a full ass cup of whipped cream because that is going to destroy.
You don't give them a
My
30-ounce
carpet.
cup of whipped cream.
I give them a couple of licks of whipped cream. If
Okay.
I'm having a milkshake at home, they want to spray a whipped cream. Hell yeah!
All right.
They only live once, and like for like not very long. They deserve some whipped cream, bro.
Here for a good time, not a long
Exactly,
time. But anyway,
exactly.
so she brought some dog biscuits, and I was like, cookies. And I was like, are these public domain? And Janice was like, I think so. And I was like, dope. Ate one.
You know Janice knew.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
had to have known. I was like, these are fucking bland. Who brought these? And she was like, Rochelle. So I found Rochelle and I was like, and I used to give Rochelle so much shit at work. So I was like, Rochelle, your cookies are fucking bland. I don't know if you forgot the sugar or what you did, but those were some of the worst cookies I've ever had. She's like, those are fucking dog biscuits, you idiot. I was like,
So
those poor fucking dogs.
So fun fact. First off, little thing about dogs. They have like I forget how many taste buds a human has, but dogs have far less, so they can't taste shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I try most of my dog's treats. You know, just 'cause I'm curious.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah, I'm
I
curiosity.
used to eat that gravy train sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, kibbles way better than the bits. I'm gonna throw it out there.
I never.
Now they've
have,
got.
but the pepperonis.
Yeah, I've tried the
and
bacon
the
strips.
bacon.
Now they love their peanut butter banana, like they're like little graham crackers.
Yeah.
Like they're literally like little squares of peanut butter banana. They love them. So I'm like, you know what? What's the hype? You know, I gotta try this. I gotta see what it's all about. And I ate it, and honest to God, is something that I would, if someone gave it to me and said this is a graham cracker,
You'd eat it?
I would continue to eat it, like because it was not. It tastes like peanut butter and bananas. It was delicious.
Understandable.
So we bought more, and that's all we eat now.
Nice.
Carry on.
So Rochelle makes bland fucking cookies.
Shauna, have you been nervous shaking your leg for the entire podcast?
Yeah.
So you'll admit to that. but you won't admit that you let the power go out 2 days ago.
It didn't.
Would the power
Yes,
go
it
out?
did.
No, it didn't.
So the power went out because Sean likes to not check how much money we have left in our account.
Fair.
Well, actually, they changed it to where now we used to be able to go to like Country Mart and pay. We can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's online only.
It's all online.
Well, are you guys through? So you pay your own electric bill here? Is it
Yeah.
through Citizens? I imagine.
Yeah.
So what do you mean money in your account?
Like it's a prepaid account.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
I got you.
different than like. But yeah.
I thought you meant like you share a bank account. I was got to say, what the
No.
fuck?
See, so he just likes to forget about it.
Not true.
Even that he gets emails every day that reminds him how much is in the
I
account.
check my email every day.
No, he doesn't. And that's the problem.
If you check it every day, how much is in there?
$7.
There was a time you told me you just put 200 in there. No shot.
I can't do math.
How does a prepaid account? So you just put money in and they just take it out like per bill? So how do you know if you have enough in there or not?
They send you
Well, it's like
notifications.
every day. Like it just says how much.
I just don't like. What's the benefit of having a prepaid account? Is it
don't know.
just because you have an apartment, or is it
I mean,
because
we didn't have a choice. It's just how
they just
it
made you
is.
do that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I just pay They send me a
Juice
bill,
does
I
it
pay
the
monthly.
Same way.
I wonder if it's just like for an
Probably
apartment.
I don't know.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But-
I'm sure we could do it the other way. I don't know if it saves you money.
I
or
don't
not.
think we can do it.
I just don't like what you just submit money and then just like hope it's the right amount.
No, we put like $200 or one. It's usually 100, but
Yeah.
he balled out into this
Still Sean?
account, and like per day, it just tells you like how much
Energy you've
electricity-
used and shit. Okay.
electricity
Okay.
to dollars.
Yeah.
Which during the winter it's usually 8 to 10.
Well, I don't have that. Maybe I need to do that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Am I doing something wrong with my life here?
I don't know, man.
I'm paying monthly.
I
It
think
might be-
it's fine either
Yeah.
way.
I don't know if you're paying more or less.
There was
I
a
don't know how it works.
time.
I'd hope more. I have
That-
a house.
There's been twice that I was here alone and the power went out because that's not my job. Because I shouldn't have to do everything.
Fair. Sean, looking at you.
Like I had just got done.
That's true. I'll admit it.
But there's one time in particular, me, the Deuce, and Sean were all here, and the power went out, and I was very unenthused. And I was like, I wonder if Sean forgot to pay the electric bill.
I just wonder if it's any different because, like, I've had, I mean, we've all been there. We've had bad months or whatever, but I've had a month where I just like forgot to pay a bill, and then they show up and I was pulling out of my driveway one morning. It was like 7:30 in the morning. There's a guy turning my shit off outside my house. So I mean,
yeah.
I rolled down my window, like found out what was happening, and paid the bill, but. Like, they don't tell you when they're going to do it. They just fucking...
Yeah.
You don't pay, they shut that
No,
shit
they
off.
do the same thing, yeah, regardless. But, yeah, and then I go to Sean's door and I say, hey, Sean, yeah, you forget to pay the electric bill? No, I would never do something like that.
Not me.
Completely unrelated. I'm going to go to Country Mart. You guys need anything? Which is where we paid our electric bill. This time, the power went out, and I know because we got home, just normal day. He was being real slick. But then I went to put something in the microwave, and I noticed that my oven said it was 244. I set the clock myself.
So I'm assuming it must have been bright because there's no lights on or anything. Like, you just assumed you had power, as you
Yeah.
should
Well,
in
we
your
had
home.
power. No, by the time I got back, the power was all on, but I knew it had gone out.
Oh, okay.
Because
I got
my
you.
clock that I set myself now said 2:44. I'm like, Sean, did the power go out roughly 2 hours and 44 minutes ago? Was the power out roughly 2 hours and 44 minutes ago?
Sean,
No. Why would you say that?
Sean went from extendo arm to full erect microphone stand. I've
He's up.
never seen that in my life.
He is up and he is ready.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and then
My body's ready.
apparently he was telling me yesterday that a lot of people's power went out, which is
That's true.
which is
Is it?
true.
Okay.
But not us. But a lot of this is what he said, not us. But a lot of people's power went out today, which is illegal because they're not supposed to turn the power off. I don't know if it's a city thing or just a general
If it's
law.
under a certain degree,
It's
I'm
40,
pretty
yeah.
then
If-
they can't shut your shit
if
off.
the low is less than 45 degrees, they're not supposed to
Yeah.
shut your power off. But for a lot of people,
Not us.
not us,
Not us.
there were a lot of people lining up at Citizens Electric, I would assume, to get that figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, okay. So theoretically, did you have to go line up or did you just pay
No, we-
Anyone who had this problem would have had to go and get it manually.
We need to
armed.
go back because
really? I thought we
Yeah.
just had to pay online.
Citizens
Well,
Electric
I
is.
paid online.
If you would have.
I paid online. I'm saying this didn't affect us. Our power didn't get shut off.
I was gonna say,
Of course.
Citizens Electric is in 20 miles south of us, so you have to call and like why? I was gonna say, why are you going to Country Mile? Why don't you just pay online? Isn't it all online anyway?
It's all online now,
it used-
but we used to be able to just go to country.
Gotcha.
It used to be more because I had to enroll in the text messages.
Yeah. No,
'Cause
they just switched like their payment hub or whatever.
Yeah,
and now you go to something else.
it's called
completely.
Smart Hub or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
So
Smart
they,
Hub.
they switched everything up, and originally they would send me a text message like every day at like 10:30,
Yeah.
and then they stopped sending text messages because they switched to the new thing. And someone said that it has something to do with like some kind of federal regulation. Like they can't just send you out unsolicited
No,
text messages.
I don't
Although
know.
I get that shit all the time
right.
from other
So
people.
like, did you had to go to Citizens Electric? To
Other-
get,
Plenty of people did, but
okay, so let's talk as if the power did go out.
okay.
So you had to go to Citizens Electric.
Hypothetically, yeah.
Okay, how does that work? Are we gonna have to do that
I mean, you
every
can't-
time you forget?
I'm not
No,
really
so-
sure how electric companies work, but can you line up outside of an electric company and then physically go there and say turn my shit back on?
Yeah.
Like are there actual
Yeah.
people that sit in that office all day and wait for that motherfucker? Like, what are they doing there?
Well, I would assume a lot of people did that, and
Okay.
all you do is you tell them, hey, I paid my bill and my power won't come
Okay,
back on.
Are we gonna have to do that every time? Obviously, it didn't happen this time. But so every time you forget, every
everyone else.
yeah, every time you forget in the future, which will happen.
No.
But for real, are we gonna have to go there and be like, hey,
No.
No.
okay, so then what do we have to do from now on?
Just
then?
keep paying the bill online.
Yeah, just do it online.
So what happened
You
was
can set up automatic payments too.
what happened was for whatever reason they turned off everyone's power that was behind on their bill. Again, not us. And
Of course.
so everyone was like, "Oh shit, I got to pay my bill." So everyone paid at once, and their system crashed. So I don't know why people's power got shut off in the first place. They might be facing a lawsuit, or they definitely would if it was still like fucking 5 degrees outside for the high.
Yeah.
Could we have not had to like just call them? Like we had to go,
Well, a lot of people tried
but then their phone
and
system
left
crashed.
a lot of messages and didn't get any responses.
No, you call that
How
electric
many
company.
messages would you have theoretically left, Sean?
In that situation, I think I would have left like 5 or 7.
You call that
5 or
company.
7.
That-
Not 6.
They
Six,
don't
no.
answer. That company does not answer.
Yeah.
They don't want to fucking help you, bro.
No.
Well, whatever. Thank God it didn't happen to us.
It's true. It's the way it is.
Yeah.
It's the way life goes.
I reckon
You
it
know,
did.
praying for those other people, but we're okay.
But they're not us, so fuck them.
What time?
We are at 59 minutes and 1 second.
Do you want to do a would you rather?
We can. I only have one ready to go. I mean,
That's
we can
perfect.
We can
We
skip
got
it if we want.
1
I mean,
minute.
it's
Do it.
the only would you rather I have today is would you rather live in the world of Harry Potter or Star Wars? And After I wrote that down, the more I get to think about it, if you don't say Harry Potter, you're wrong.
You're probably dead.
If you go to Star Wars, I mean that's like slavery shit, and
Yeah.
like you're gonna die,
Yeah.
or either that or you're following a dictatorship that like can destroy planets.
Yeah.
You're depending on Disney. To
Yeah.
Right.
You're depending on like
That's so
a
true.
midget green troll
Granted,
to.
I guess Harry Potter technically.
I mean, it
depending
has to
on
be Harry
J.K.
Potter.
Rowling.
Yeah, and you just hope that you're the 50% that is a wizard, because if not, then you're irrelevant. So
I mean,
pretty
even
shitty. Would
if
you
I
rather?
am like a Muggle.
Yeah,
Like I just live the way I am now.
yeah. I mean, it's just
I just
yeah.
also know that there's wizards.
And like I said,
Right.
after I wrote that down, I realized it was not a great would you rather. So we can change it.
All right.
And we're going to change it to would you rather live in the world of Pokemon or Digimon? And I only ask that because I want Dylan to make a hard choice. Because I don't think Sean
Understandable.
cares too much. And mine's Pokemon, obviously. But I want Dylan to make the choice.
I think if the world of Pokemon was real,
you have to
we
pick
would all
Pokemon.
be dead. If the world of if Pokemon were real things,
But you have to pick
Pikachu flattens New York City.
that. That's true. But
You're not
but
getting
You're
through
telling me that Digimon don't do the same thing?
They so like Digimon would be like they're not always just we're not always in the same realm as them.
Right.
Sure.
There's a digital and a real world, and like they can cross over in certain but if you're not like a chosen, that's not really your fucking
I
problem.
mean, I'm just saying, there's a lot of people.
And
in the
if you
world,
don't live
lots
in
of
Japan,
chosens.
Apparently it's not
Yeah,
a problem.
You just don't go to Japan.
Yeah, all this show would be just
like
Japan. so-
Pokemon is obviously sick, but like I feel like we would if this world that we're in right now tomorrow would become a Pokemon world or Digimon world, we'd be more likely to survive in the Digimon world.
Let's be honest. If this world became a Pokemon, it wouldn't be like what Pokemon is, like battles and shit. It's just literally creatures running around destroying shit.
Yep,
I mean, I
pretty
feel
much.
like it's and at least with Digimon, they listen to what you say, but there's some
Yeah.
bad motherfuckers out there. Gonna be some chosen ones
Yeah.
destroying some shit.
Yeah,
I pick Pokemon just because I want to see them.
dog.
wanna pet
Groudon's
a
existence means no one can stand anywhere.
Bro, that's fine. It's fine. I just want to pet Arcanine,
Also-
and I'm good.
If every time I see a
Pet puppy.
fucking toilet mouth ass Pelipper, it starts raining, that's bad.
You're worried about Pelipper and not them ugly.
Alex.
What's that ugly ass fish? You're telling me you want to see that ugly
I'm
ass
not
fish?
worried about Stunfisk or Brooksish, okay? Dog, we're talking about a pelican that can just make it rain by existing. And a Torkoal
Sounds like me.
that can just make the sun appear.
I'm saying I don't want to see no giant morphin Digimon becoming a
Dog.
creature that can destroy all of existence in front of my eyes. Except
Bro, most
versus like
Pokemon are like
a,
that.
versus like a Pidgey flying around.
Okay, for every Pidgey, there's a Giratina. If you make Palkia feel a certain way, he'll just bend space.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't want
Yeah.
I want to be hiking out at Han State Park and there'd be like a fucking foot-long worm that weighs like 30 pounds that can just string me up on a tree.
At
Now-
any
now-
time. At least like with Digimon, most of them are in the digital world most of the time. So like I'd rather deal with one Greymon per year.
I pick Pokies because they're cute.
They're not all cute.
I pick the cute ones.
Arceus can just decide we're not worth it anymore
I bet-
and just bye.
I bet Magikarp's delicious.
Just eat fish.
Have you seen them fish? They ugly.
Are we back?
All right.
She fucked up big time.
Sir.
Oh my
We were
god.
just getting to the point where Dylan was saying I was right and Abby turned
No.
it off.
Sean said Magikarp looked delicious. Just eat fish. You know what you're not at risk of if you eat a normal fish?
What?
Okay, you're fishing, right? You're like,
Yeah.
fishing. That's what you do. I know it. You're just whispering. something.
Fish.
Fishing.
All right, you fish up a big mudfish, bass, whatever. It's not gonna evolve into Gyarados. If you fish up a Magikarp and it just happens to be on the cusp of level 20, bye.
So now, if Pokemon weren't just like running rampant,
There's no world where that's not happening. There's 1,000+ of them, and they fuck,
you're ruining my dreams of living in a Pokemon world.
bro.
Pokemon.
I think the one that makes most sense
I would like
is Digimon.
if you could guarantee that it just be like the game. Then yeah, Pokemon, but that's just not realistic.
Have you seen Detective Pikachu, bro? It's safe.
Bro. And I've wanted, like, the Digimon is I would love to have a little T-Rex that could speak English. That'd be so cool.
True.
Be like,
I forget
And
that.
they
I
can
forget
go
those
back.
I forget those motherfuckers can talk.
if you evolve your Piplup into that ugly fucking Primplup bitch,
Then you
he
leave.
ain't going
You
back.
leave him on the side of the road and you drive away.
Agumon, I can just be like, you know what? I'm not feeling Metal Greymon. And he go back.
Yeah.
But, like,
I just wanted to make Dylan make a choice, but it seemed like it was a lot easier than
now, if I could pick any game, Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
That's where you'd go. Sean would go straight into what's that game? Rainbow Six Siege.
Terraria.
And die right away.
He loves that
He
game.
loves dying in that game.
If I could live in any game world, I think I'd pick Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So Sean,
Yeah.
you're probably going to hell, right? Like you're a terrible guy.
I think it's more fun down there.
Yeah. So
You have no way of knowing that.
So listen, you go down to hell, you get down there, and there's Satan just waiting for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You know, as it should. I mean, it's his place.
Right.
So then,
Not South Park Satan.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
relating to this guy.
and then now this is just
Straight Satan.
this is just what I've
Satan.
heard. This is what I've heard about hell. You know, from the homies. You get down to hell, and there's Satan waiting for you, and Satan presents you with 3 doors. You know, door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. 3 doors. One,
There's
two,
three of
Three
them.
of them.
Yeah, three
Walk
total.
on down on
job.
Let's
There's no
Make a
more than 3. There's
Deal.
only 3.
Only 3.
And then Wayne Brady walks out.
Yeah.
And he tells you,
And Wayne Brady walks out, and he goes, "Now,
let's make a deal.
he goes, no, Sean. Now you can pick door number 1, 2, or 3. You have to start at the beginning, and once you get to the end, you can't go back."
Or I'll give you what's in this box.
Exactly, and whatever door you pick, that's where you have to spend eternity with Satan. You know,
And Wayne
Yeah.
and
Brady.
Wayne Brady, which I don't know what's the worst, but either way.
He
So-
loves Let's Make a Deal.
So we go up to the first door. You know, you and Satan and Wayne Brady, and
get the zonk.
and Wayne Brady he opens a door for you, and there you see is just this man who's just getting the business. He's just getting whipped, you know. And I'm not talking like a good whip.
Shut
I'm
up.
talking man has a spike ball whip. Like man just going at it on this other guy. So now Wayne Brady turns to you and he says, "Now Sean, do you want to pick door number 1 or do you want to move on to the next door?"
Next door, Wayne Brady.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next door. And at the next door, Wayne Brady opens up the door, and there's just this guy who's just getting his fingernails pulled out one by one. And every time they get pulled out, they just regenerate, and he just has to pull them out again. So Wayne Brady turns to you and to Satan, and he says, "Sean, do you want to go into door number 2 for all of eternity?"
Give me door number 3.
So we're gonna move on to
Wayne Brady.
door number 3.
Wayne Brady.
And we get to door number 3, and Wayne Brady pops this.
See what you've done.
Wayne Brady pops this door open,
Nothing happened.
and all you see this beautiful, majestic, big-chested woman just going to town on this man. All right, just giving him the business.
It's
you know what I'm
another
saying?
Wayne Brady.
And Wayne Brady turns to you and he says, "Sean, would you like to go into door number 3?"
Am I supposed to say no?
I mean, you have no other
Well,
choice. You
see,
have to go. into
I'm
door
going
number
in door number 3.
So,
I
going
gotta
in door
go
number
back.
3. Okay, well,
I have to go in. You
Yeah.
guys heard him.
Yeah.
I
So
have to go in.
so Wayne
Let's hang
Brady
on.
says, "All right, Marissa, you're done." And then she stands up and walks away.
but then Wayne
Thank
Brady
you, thank you,
says
thank
Good
you.
job.
he'll pay you $500 to take what's in the small box.
No, or we have this
And
one
then
small box.
And then you say, no, Wayne, I gotta take door number 3. $1,000. What do you say?
Sounds like that guy needs another.
2,000.
Oh fuck! Give me that 2,000.
All right.
You're dead.
So
What are you gonna
you're
do
taking the
with
small
it?
box. $2,000 to take the small box instead of that guy that wants
yeah,
to.
yeah. What's in the small box?
You got zonked. Get shit on, dude.
Fuck, dude.
It's like socks or something. Let's make a deal. It's kind of
Anyway,
crazy.
the joke is you're giving head for all of eternity.
I got the gawk for eternity.
Got eternity.
It's
Anyway.
not pussycat either, so
No.
you're
Damn.
cheating.
Yeah, but you're dead, so like I said, it doesn't really matter.
I got a joke.
All right, I like jokes.
Okay, so
All right.
Bye.
Sally and Larry are in a factory.
Okay.
They've been pulling some long ass shifts, so they're kind of losing their marbles. Sally finally loses her shit, climbs up in the rafters, and like hangs from one of the beams by her legs, like upside down. Starts swinging. She's like, "I'm a light bulb."
Okay.
So, boss comes by.
I mean-
and he's like,
As people.
"Oh my
do.
god, you've lost it. You got to go home." She's like, "Okay," and she climbs down, walks out the door. Well, Larry starts to follow her, and the boss goes, "Now where the fuck are you going?" And Larry goes, "Expecting to work in the fucking dark?"
All right. So, first of all, are they losing marbles or shit? You said both.
Both.
Why don't they get a bag for the marbles
And
a
second,
toilet for the
she realizes she's not a real light bulb, right? Like she's a person.
She's insane.
You can't.
He is crazy.
You can't be a light bulb and a human, Sean.
Yeah. How do you lose your marbles?
Your joke sucks. It's completely
God damn.
completely unrealistic.
Stick to the
sorry, guys.
Anthony Jeselnik
Yeah.
thievery.
Yeah, Wayne
all right?
Brady in hell is way more realistic.
Wayne
than
Brady
that.
in hell. Portrayer of King Dice in the Cuphead Netflix show, by the way.
Oh,
He's
God.
also Barney's gay brother on How I Met Your Mother.
I have an Anthony Jeselnik joke if you want to hear it.
Fine.
It's a 15.
One at a time.
It's a 15-minute long joke about how I drove my friend to get an abortion.
We gotta go. We
All
gotta
right,
go
well,
now.
That's about it. We're going to try Alec will hopefully be
Yeah, if you
here.
find Alec, let us know.
Sean episode's coming, don't you worry. And then episodes about the rest of us are coming. But, you know what else is coming?
What's that?
Not us.
The
'cause
guy
we're
with
going.
the Hello Pony jar.
Sure is. But until we come back, who are you?
I'm Sean.
Who am I?
Dylan.
Who's he?
Alex.
Sick. Bye.